Hello and welcome. You are in a virtual reality application for AD Financial, a new banking division by AppDynamics. Today we'll explore how AppDynamics can be used to drive flawless application performance across complex back-end architectures while ensuring a seamless user experience. Let's get started. You have several options within your account. Let's look at your debit activity first. Within the transaction space, you can see all the brands that you've bought goods or services from in the last month. While this interface looks simple and intuitive, let's have a look under the hood to see AD Financial's environment from a back-end architecture perspective. Things suddenly look much more complex. AD Financial is using AWS Lambda and serverless technologies to help run their batch processing needs. They're using Apache Kafka for better throughput. The backend also uses a wide variety of databases, including MongoDB and MySQL. The team is also modernizing their deployment technologies, using Docker and Kubernetes extensively. There are cross-application flows into services provided within other AD Financial environments, as well as interactions with a number of third parties. As you can see, it's a pretty complex and distributed app just to provide this simple VR experience. Back in the front-end experience, let's dive deeper into your debit summary. On the left, you can see your balance summary. Looks like you've been busy. On the right, you can see money coming in and from which sources. Hey, it looks like you've just been paid some money by a friend. Let's have a look at the transaction journey that this simple interaction created on the back end. Here, you can see the high-level architecture, and it's pretty complex. This simple inbound transfer first traversed the network, then hit a web API, which then in turn hit an authentication services tier. Once authentication occurred, this triggered functions on the transaction services tier, and then the Kafka message queues. Next, this triggers cross-application interaction with AD Financial's existing application environment, and it also triggers functions to be launched in Lambda on the fly. Next, the profile services tier is triggered to get further user and account details, then transfer services and auditing, further customer checks, a call made to a third-party system providing a currency exchange, and eventually returning back to the interface to show the pending transfer. That sure is a lot of steps. What appeared so simple on the front end was actually quite complex on the back end. Let's now check out AD Financial's new credit card section and the amazing new rewards program. Your credit summary looks great. Looks like you still have some spending room this month. On the left, we see a number of experiences being recommended to take advantage of the 50,000 reward points you've accumulated with your spend to date. Let's click on the Wow, this looks amazing! It's almost like being underwater without the wetsuit. This will be a great reward to redeem. It does seem to be a bit slow though. Let's try to confirm the reward. Oh no! The application seems to have frozen. Can you move around in the interface at all? No? Okay, it looks like this release has a problem. And who knows how many other customers have been impacted. Let's see how AppDynamics is helping AD Financial gain end-to-end visibility of their new VR application to help them identify performance issues and resolve them quickly. AD Financial uses this dashboard to visualize real-time information from AppDynamics, allowing them to quickly gauge the health of the customer experience. Across the top, we see KPIs measuring application health, like response time and error rate, alongside critical business KPIs like how many active customers are using the current release of the VR app and how much they're depositing. On the far right, we can see that AppDynamics is automatically baselining AWS spend. Bottom left, we see that AD Financial is looking at the technical and business health of critical business transactions. By correlating these on the same dashboard, AD Financial can quickly determine if a technical issue is causing business impact or if business impact is caused by conditions outside of the application performance. Bottom right, AD Financial is tracking the rewards redemption user journey by measuring how many users are converting or abandoning the process at every step. Looks like you weren't the only user unable to complete the Scuba reward selection. We're also able to measure the broader business journey to fulfill the reward once a customer has confirmed, a process that spans the digital realm as well as the physical realm through third-party providers. Now that we have an overview of the customer experience, let's dive deeper to get to the bottom of what was causing the reward selection to stall. Through machine learning and artificial intelligence, the AppDynamics cognition engine has automatically told us what is impacting the application and why. After auto-detecting a response time issue with the Select Reward business transaction, we see a few critical pieces of information, along with a simplified view of the application architecture. The timeline at the top shows the full history for this anomaly, which is great to speed up root cause analysis. On the left, we see actions executed. With the Cognition Engine, it's not just the ability to diagnose the root cause quickly, but also to immediately trigger an intelligent action or response to a situation. Here we see two actions: a Slack notification to tell AD Financial's support team about the issue, and then a Kubernetes remediation script to automatically redeploy the reward services function of this application, including all associated microservices and Docker containers. And while that's great that we resolved the problem technically, what was the root cause? On the left, we can see a number of top suspected causes and associated details. We also have clear insight to what has happened with context into how the issue has impacted different elements of the architecture. We also have the associated transaction snapshots, which provide code-level visibility if needed to remediate the issue. Now, AD Financial support teams have the insight to understand where the root cause lies and can action the correct response. The insight to understand where the issue resolved lies, we should be able to go on that scuba diving trip now. With the issue resolved, we should be able to go on that scuba diving trip now. Thank you for participating in this VR experience. Learn more about how AppDynamics provides visibility and insight to help you deliver flawless user experiences at appdynamics.com.